first album, I Saw Tiger. There's 28 songs and 16 music videos. I saw Tiger, now I understand. I saw Tiger, Tiger saw man. I saw a tiger, and the tiger saw a man. That's right, everybody. It's me, Joe Exotic, the Tiger King. I'm outspoken, good-looking, love to party, and have fun. I go to work every day prepared to die in a tiger cage. Dying doesn't scare me at all. Does it feel good to stand in my stage with 500-pound tigers and everybody envy you? Absolutely. People every day are like, you must have the most incredible life to live with 187 big cats. Well, let me tell you a story, everybody. I didn't pay much attention back when I was in middle school math. So when I had 187 tigers and I had 187 pounds of meat, I didn't know how much to give each tiger. Hey, don't laugh at me. People don't come to see the tigers. They come to see me. That's right, Joe Exotic, Tiger King. Here to teach you some math today, everybody. We got to go talk about our homework from 10.1 on page 431. I do believe we're finding the volume of cylinders. So the first couple, number 11 and 12, pretty straightforward. Number 15 got a little bit tricky. You know why? I hope you already know, because they gave you the diameter. You had to make sure you cut that diameter in half to use the radius. There's my beautiful poetry, and I got 803.84 centimeters cubed. Now remember, everybody, my answers aren't matching up exactly with the book. Probably because I'm using 3.14 for pi. They must be using something possibly a little bit more specific. So if you're not getting the same exact answers as I'm giving here, if you're close, you must be correct. Number 16 right there. Number 17. Yeah, the cube's bigger. Of course, that cylinder can fit inside the cube with some extra room. And number 18, we got a little bit tricky. They gave you the volume. You got to find the height. Well, it's 39 inches, everybody. Moving right along, here's a demonstration for you again, showing beautiful poetry. I'm trying to find the radius, and they gave me the volume. So I start with my formula. I replace the area of the base with pi times radius squared because it is a circle. I replaced all my values that they gave me except for the radius because they didn't give me that. I did a little multiplication here. I did a little division there. I did a little square root of both sides there. And the answer comes out to be about 8, everybody, rounding up to whole number 8. Number 21, we're going to say is about 21 gallons. Number 22, what happens when you cut the radius in half? Well, I decided to do an example here, everybody. Take a look at what I did. First, I made up some numbers. If my diameter is 4, my diameter is 2. That's cutting the diameter in half, isn't it, everybody? The diameter is now cut in half. I decided to make the height a unique number, different than the others, so I made it a 3. I got my beautiful poetry. If the diameter is 4, the radius is 2. And I found the volume of that particular cylinder. Then, with half the diameter, we'll again cut that diameter in half to get the radius, and I found a volume of 9.42. What does that mean? 9.42 divided by 37.68 is exactly 0.25. That means the answer, everybody, is 1/4. Isn't that strange? If you didn't show any work, I'll bet you just guessed and said it's half the volume. Not true, everybody. Very popular, tricky question. You're going to see that again tonight, too. And number 23, we said there's about 4 square bales. Okay, everybody, here we go. Joe Exotic to teach you about find the volume of a cone today. Volume of a cone. Remember, everybody, when you're going over homework, when you're doing your homework, if there's anything you're not sure about, shoot me a message, email me, and I will demonstrate that problem for you. Okay, everybody, here we go. Let's take a look. 10.2, here we go. Volume of a cone. Well, you got to know the formula to find the volume of a cone, and that's 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Well, since we're talking specifically about cones, the area of the base is going to be a circle, which is pi times the radius squared. Again, watch out. The trick is they're going to sometimes give you the diameter. You got to make sure you cut it in half and use the radius. Well, let's take a look at one of these examples here, everybody. I got me a cone here, and now they want me to find the radius. They're giving me the volume. Did you see that? They're telling me what the volume is. So I start off with my beautiful poetry and say volume is equal to 1/3 the area of the base times the height of that, in this case, cone. Well, you told me the volume is 16.5. I replaced V with a 16.5. I got my 1/3, that doesn't change. And the area of the base, well, that's pi times the radius squared, which is what I don't know what that radius is. And don't forget about the height, which they're telling me, whoops, 90-degree symbol, is 5 centimeters. Okay, trusty calculator, let's get to work. 16.5 is not going to change on this side, but if I take 5 divided by 3, whoa, that's scary, times 3.14, and I get 5.2333333 times the radius squared. Well, let's now divide both sides by that 5.23. That's going to tell me what the radius squared is equal to. Okay, 16.5 divided by 5.23, I get 3.15. 4, 8, something else. Well, now let's take the square root of both sides. These guys will cancel. That's going to tell me what the radius is. What is the square root of 3.15? And I get a 1.776. And we were talking centimeters. Get that label in there. The radius must be, we can round and say about 1.8 centimeters, everybody. All right. Also want to give you a quick heads up about number 25. I thought that was a pretty good, tricky question, everybody. Number 25 says, the volume of the cylinder and the volume of the cone are the same. So, set them equal to each other. To find the volume of a cylinder, the volume of a cone. Well, the area of that base is pi times radius squared, just like it is over here. Now I'm going to replace my variables with actually other variables. A little bit strange, isn't it? Well, see if that makes sense for you, everybody. Solve for H, and I can certainly finish that problem for you all tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of work on your homework tonight. Well, take a closer look. You got 10.2, page 437, problems 9, 10, 11, 18, 21, 22, 25, and 27. There you got it. From the main man, Joe Exotic. I saw a tiger, now I understand. I saw a tiger, and the tiger saw a man.